then portrayed it into the language that the contractor in Stuttgart, Germany could build with his building. It saved the client a lot of money and hours and days of work. There's so many ways you can go with your architectural training. Now, what time is it now?
Julius, our time is growing short. Would it be okay if the students explored around the house and the garden?
Let's save that for another trip.
Another trip?
I'll tell you why. Do you want to come back for another time?
Sure.
Maybe we can bring a couple more instructors for this.
That'd be great.
And maybe a couple more first-year students, whatever. You can all come back, get a you can charter a little bus or something. We have 54 architects from Madrid, Spain here. They charge 2 of those little buses. They held about 20 or 30 people. They drive up the driveway. Let's come back another few weeks from now in May. When is your semester over?
May 16th. That's commencement. So it's going to
back
be
to
over
that
soon.
session?
Well, we have another group coming on the 26th,
Yeah.
but that one is pretty full. So I know that their schedules are really hectic.
That means during the summer you wouldn't be able to come back necessarily.
Everybody would probably be scattered. They all have, maybe jobs or internships, or they go home for the summer.
Yeah.
So we probably wouldn't be able to get back until next fall.
Come back in the fall, why not?
Yeah.
You might, here, how many, there are 15, 20 of you here? I hope I've discouraged many of you. Because it's a tough business. And who would be better to tell you that than your own instructor? Because nothing is easy. You can't learn how to take a photograph by following the great Schulman around. It doesn't work that way. You can look at 17 pages in this issue of what they call the Hollywood story. 17 pages of my photography. Greg Koening, Pierre Koening, Ray Eames, Charles Eames, Richard Neufeld, Soriano. They're all here in this book. But that doesn't teach you how to take photographs. You have to do it on your own in your field. And one of the first things we may do is have a field trip up here, walk through my house and my garden, see how landscaping works with architecture, and interior design. My furniture here is all kinds of furniture. I don't have a design within reach, thousands of dollars worth of chairs. Doesn't make a difference what you're sitting down in. It's where you place the furniture, where you place the trees and landscaping. Oh, look, here's a lot of glass, but look at the wisteria vine out here. Look at the bougainvillea, look how I incorporate greenery. People talk about greenery. I've always had greenery in my photography. And Soriano, when he realized it, I landscaped all this property myself. 2 acres of it, pine trees, huge trees all over the place. They're all planted from seedlings. My redwood trees in the back are 50, 85 feet tall. I planted them from 28-inch high seedlings, which you all learn as you walk through my property. Learn how I incorporated landscaping with architecture. What makes this view so wonderful? Not by the fact that there's a house next door, but look at the wonderful wisteria vine, which is just beginning to blossom, the bougainvillea vine. So you learn all these things in the process of walking through and learning in architecture design. We do that on your campus in the fall. There's a limitless way of working. Collaborate everything with Zelda. And she'll collaborate your program with your instructors and your dean. By that time, our dean studies will be pretty well explored. Maybe by that time, I will have gone with Dean Ma to see China in the way he sees China. as a working architect. He's doing a lot of work in Shanghai himself. A lot of American architects will work in Shanghai also, I understand. China's becoming like Chicago. Big buildings all over the place. Or don't go to Dubai, where Skidmore and Merrill did 150 story. Imagine a building 152 floors in height. Skidmore and Merrill are just finishing the buildings in Dubai. All I can say, it's going to be a disaster. Being a tall building doesn't make a great building. Some of the best buildings in the world are small. And don't try to impress your clients. How big of it's what happened with the disaster in 9/11 in New York. To replace the Twin Towers, all the architects in New York and other parts of the country began to have a competition who can do the tallest building to replace the Twin Towers. That wasn't the answer. They were just adding another disaster to the world of architecture. Not that someone would blow them up, but that visually wouldn't be the answer to the public. A lot of people were saying, well, we'll make a nice park there and have low buildings, not high buildings. One of the selected buildings was still in controversy. 1776, 1,776 feet high to commemorate the beginning of the American Republic, the year 1776. So that's the name of one of the buildings, which I don't think is going to be built, thank goodness. But you're learning in your process now, first, second, third, fourth, fifth year. You got a lot to go. But you have to observe, develop your own thought and perception. And we'll do that next time we meet. Then we'll come back and look at the rest of the house and see the interiors.